I have been very interested in Ian Fleming, the man, for quite a long time, and I actually put him as a character in my novel Any Human Heart, which was filmed, and so somebody acted Ian Fleming in the film version of my novel. I've written pieces about him. I knew somebody who knew him very well, which was got all sorts of insights into the man. And then this strange coincidence that three of the Bond actors, Sean Connery, Pierce Brosnan and Daniel Craig, have all acted in films I've written. And I got to know Sean Connery quite well, and I know Daniel Craig really quite well. So I don't know who's pulling what strings. It's very strange how it's come about that here I am actually writing a James Bond novel. There is a pressure, but actually it's quite an exciting challenge. That's the way I'm looking at it, because I've written two novels that deal with the world of espionage, and I've written pieces on John le Carré, for example, so I'm very familiar with that Cold War, World War II world of Secret Service operations and so on. So I'm not having to research that. I feel quite at home in it. So to suddenly take Bond as a character and put him in this world, a world that I remember, 1969, I was a young lad, but I remember it vividly, is in a way not daunting. You know, I feel sure of myself in the sense that I know what I'm talking about. Well, I think there will definitely be ladies, and that's part of part of the appeal of writing a Bond novel. You know, there are certain things that have to occur, that there have to be at least two love affairs with very interesting, possibly deadly women, and also there's relationships with M, his boss, Moneypenny, the Q section that make his various gadgets. You would be a fool not to include these in your novel, because they're what make the world of Bond so beguiling. And so, but you can give them your own spin. You know, and what particular gadget will Q section come up with in my novel? You know, you have to wait and see. You're very free to write your novel. That's what's attractive about it for me. There's no sense in which I'm having to sort of copy Ian Fleming or somehow channel Ian Fleming and produce a posthumous Fleming novel. It will be my novel, but it just happens to be about a character that everybody's heard of. I'm trying not to think too much about the anniversary surrounding it, but it is interesting to think that it's 60 years since the first Bond appeared, and here he is still, you know, as global a figure of Britain as the Queen or the Houses of Parliament or Beefeaters or Princess Diana. He's somehow up there in that global perception of our country, and I don't think Fleming ever anticipated that, but somehow it's become a huge and synonymous link with this country.